Welcome back. In the last session we calculated the value of a bond, and as we said, bonds trade in values of $1,000. So it had a face value of $1,000 and it had a coupon or contractual rate of 8.5%, and the time to maturity was 6 years, and the market interest rate at the time was 8%. So we have a summary here, and we'll review our summary from what we did last time, where we have our payments, our 6 payments are $85, or that's the 8.5% applied to the $1,000 face value, and we calculated the present value of these $85 payments, and then we're also going to get back $1,000 at the end of the 6 years, which happens to be our maturity value. So we calculated the present value in 6 years of this $1,000 maturity value, and then we added the two parts together according to our formula to get our expected bond price, which we calculated to be $1,023.11. And we did that a number of different ways, and we're not going to go through all that again. And I wanted to show you how it looks on a timeline, which I have down here. So we've got our $85 interest payments up on the top. We've got our maturity value at the end of the 6th year, and we calculated this $1,023.11 as a purchase price to buy this bond when the market interest rate is 8%. So now what we want to do is confirm that the bond pricing, or this price, is correct. So that's what we're going to do here in this video, and we'll put a box where it says maturity value here, and then we'll go up to our function key and we'll open up our future value function, and I'll slide it in here so you can see it a little better, and we'll open that up, and then we're going to put in our rate, which happens to be 8%, and we've got 6 years to maturity, and then we have our payments of $85, and we're going to put in as a negative $1,023.11, which is what we calculated to be the value today. And this time we want to know what it's going to be worth at the end of the 6 years, and it calculates it out here. So if we click OK, you can see it's $999.99. For all practical purposes, it equates to the $1,000 maturity value. So what we've done is we just confirmed that this is a correct price for this $1,000 bond based on what the market is today. And that's pretty much it, and we'll see you in the next slide. Welcome back. Well, you should be getting to know me pretty well by now, and you know that I'm never satisfied doing things one way, so I have to do it again just to convince myself that I'm satisfied. And I hope you develop a good skepticism as well. It's healthy. So what I've done here is I've started a couple of columns, and I'm going to put in our cash flows for each of the 6 years off of our timeline. So we had at point 0, or at the start of this thing, we're going to invest, which is an outflow, 1023.11. So we're going to put that in. And then we're simply going to put in each of these $85 payments for each of the 6 years. So I'll just copy this out to 5, and I'm going to put the 85 in here, but I also have to add to it. I have to add to it the maturity value, which is this $1,000 on the timeline down here, which I have up here in our summary. Okay, so that's all our cash flows. We invest $1,023.11. Each year we get back $85 in interest, and then in the 6th year we get our maturity value. So now if I calculate IRR, I simply grab all the cash flows, and you can see the result's going to come out to 8%. And what was our market interest rate? That's right, it was 8%. So this way is a little easier than the way I did before when I calculated the $1,000 market value, but it's just another way to do it. And I like to always do things more than one way, and I hope you do too. See you in the next slide.